YB stays on your neck.
If that is the location, does that change anything from your perspective?
It doesn't change anything, because at the end of the day, a fighter is willing to fight wherever, whomever, wherever. You know what I mean? That's the kind of that's the kind of a fighter that Andy Ruiz is. We went to New York to fight it pretty much in his backyard.
Good deal, Coach. Now, I'm gonna be honest, what is your outlook on the rematch now that it's getting closer to being made?
How's it look on a rematch for Andy?
In general,
I mean, we're excited about it. I mean, we knew it from day one. You know, that's what we signed up for. You know, it's part of there was a rematch clause that, of course, if we won, we would have to give Anthony Joshua the immediate rematch. So there's contracts. So we got to go by what the contract says, and obviously we're going to give him the rematch because that's what, you know, that's what we signed up for.
Yo, my dons, make sure you hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and obviously hit the bell for notifications. So we just heard there from Margin Boo's trainer, aka Manny Robles. Now, the reason I'm doing this video now is obviously the YAB's got a notepad full of exclusive information and inside sources. However, this recent update of the alleged Andy Ruiz accepting this fight, I've had to bring some of my other videos forward, otherwise they won't make sense. Now, as you've seen by this title, Andy Ruiz's trainer essentially has sold out Andy Ruiz, completely mugged him off, and has Tony turncoated him, in my opinion, because, well, actually no, let me rephrase that. Andy Ruiz's trainer, Manny Robles, is a real man, a true fighting man. And you'll notice that by the things he's said. And as I mentioned in the title, listen, Manny Robles, Andy Ruiz's trainer has been, Andy Ruiz has been exposed by his trainer. Bottom line, his trainer has inadvertently exposed Andy Ruiz on a number of fronts. First of all, which wasn't included in this video, was Andy Ruiz's trainer. Let me quickly brush over that as well. This dude, Manny Robles, has said several times, in fact I was the one to break this on YouTube, as it happens. A few months ago, after Ruiz won, I remember breaking the video where Manny Robles says, "My biggest worry with Andy Ruiz is keeping his head level because he's getting too gassed." That's what he said, he was scared. Manny Robles says several times that he's worried that Andy Ruiz is losing focus and he's getting too gassed. Now, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see it, but when you've got insiders like the YB, like Manny Robles actually saying these things, it adds more weight. Manny Robles, he knows Ruiz. He was there before anything. Well, he was there 3 months ago when Andy Ruiz was flat broke and thinking about retiring. It hasn't taken long because, let's get it straight, it wasn't as if 3 months ago Manny Robles was talking about, oh yeah, I just want to make sure Ruiz stays focused and stays training and stays humble. He wasn't saying that. It's only taken him, he's only won the belts for 2 months, and his own trainers, he having to keep reminding him and having to keep emphasising how much he wants him to stay focused. Not a good sign. In the jewellery, you know someone's lost a plot, you know, when they've been famous and they've got a bit of money around them for only 2 months and they're buying their deaf 2-year-old daughters iced out bracelets. Like, you know, you completely lost a plot at that point. What possibly could your 2-year-old daughter do with an iced out bracelet? Come on, have some brain cells. Why don't you put that in her college fund? You know what I mean? It just makes no sense. What value is your 4-year-old daughter going to get out of that diamond wristwatch or that diamond bracelet? It's weird. But anyway, that there goes to a certain extent of illustrating how much Andy Ruiz has lost a plot. Anyway, the other part. Let's now cut to the actual things that Manny Robles said in this interview. Actually, no, let me say one more thing on the training front. We also know Bruce Vane talked about this the other day. He said about how Andy Ruiz's trainer has said that they're not in training yet. They're not in training camp yet. I might do a separate video on it, but let me say it now quickly. The bottom line is, Andy Ruiz still ain't training. And Andy Ruiz, after the fight, was saying, yeah, we're going to get back to training soon, and I want to come in really light, I want to be really fit for this fight. He's lost the plot. He's lost that ruthless hunger. I guarantee you, before AJ blessed him, I guarantee you he was in the gym. In fact, we know he was in the gym, because he beat Dimitrenko, and then he was in the gym anyway, remember? He didn't know he was fighting AJ. He just naturally beat Dimitrenko and got back in the gym. Now all of a sudden, he beats AJ, he gets his highest accomplishment, but yet, and this is the problem with fighters, they do things inversely. When you're in your biggest fights of your life, that's when you should be most dedicated. There's no point being dedicated and training back to back when you're fighting people like Dimitrenko, which is what Ruiz was doing. Now all of a sudden he's at the big time and he's taking 2 months off. Weird. I think that's proper weird. You should, when you're the bigger you get, the more you should work. But what do I know? And the fact Manny Robles has said several times that he's a bit annoyed that Ruiz isn't in camp. He said himself, he said, yeah, we was meant to start on Monday, or we was meant to start last Monday, but it hasn't happened. That's mental. Do you know how bad that is? For a trainer to publicly say that we were meant to be starting on Monday, but I don't know what happened. He didn't turn up on Monday. That's weird. That's not good at all for Andy Ruiz. Really not. For your trainer to be thinking you're starting on Monday and just not to turn up, and then not to know any different, it don't bode well. But listen, from where I'm sitting, I'm an AJ fan. If Ruiz gets busted up because he's been keeping it sloppy, that's his business. All you Ruiz fans, just make sure you man hang around on December 7th and December 8th. Make sure you man are present. Make sure you man are available. Yeah, because we're gonna be going in. Anyway, now let's cut to the things that Ruiz talked about. Sorry, Ruiz's trainer talked about. The first thing was this whole contractual situation. Andy Ruiz's trainer categorically says the fight's going to happen. We signed a contract and we're going to follow through with it. We signed up for ABCD. We signed up to give AJ the immediate rematch. Therefore, we're going to do it. Absolutely correct. That's the right attitude to have. It's a shame Margin Boo himself don't have that same attitude. The problem is if Andy Ruiz hanged around more with Manny Robles and less with Al Gaiman, things would be going all right now. The problem is he's been hanging around with Gaiman. Gaiman's been putting things in his ear like $50 million. You signed for 9, so you're fighting for 9. Next time, guess what? I'll tell you what to do, Ruiz. When you're fighting Wilder, when you're fighting Fury, why don't you try and put $50 million on the contract then? And now Gaiman will look at you gone out and say, oh, we've only got 500k for you. That's what he'll say to you, because he has. That's what he's got for Wilder fights. But it seems to be every time, because AJ he's the absolute cash cow. He's the absolute pinnacle. People want pinnacle paydays. I mean, they already get pinnacle paydays, but they want complete madness. They want Bill Gates paydays. That's what they're looking for. And you are right, AJ is the Bill Gates of boxing. You're damn right there. However, you're not, Ruiz. That's why you didn't get Bill Gates money. You're not talking two zeros on the end of your millions. Simple. Anyway, that's the first thing. I hope Ruiz sees what his trainer said and heeds them messages. Be a man. You signed up for it, so get locked in and get to work. Stop fanning around. Oh, you want more money? Oh, the location, all this business. You signed up for it, and if you didn't like it, you should have made that. That clear at the start. No good doing it now, backtracking Al Gaiman style. That there is 101 Al Gaiman. Signing up for things and not wanting to fulfill a contract. Absolutely classic stuff. Next thing. Andy Ruiz's trainer talks about. He says about the location. He says that a true fighter fights anywhere, anyhow. Fair enough, 100%. But what do we know about Andy Ruiz? Oh, I'm not going Saudi. We're gonna do on my terms. Yeah, gonna be in New York. Yeah, gonna be on my terms. Gonna be in New York. That's all this business. Yeah, your trainer actually bigged you up. To be fair, your trainer said, "Oh yeah, Ruiz is a champion. He's a true fighting man. He'll fight anywhere." Sorry, Manny Robles, you must have missed a moment there, boss man. Your Don's been crying for the last 2 weeks about he don't want to go to the UK. I'm not coming to the UK. Do they want to set me up? UK. All this business. I'm not coming to Saudi. You won't come to UK. You won't come to Saudi. I don't even think you were in Mexico, to be honest. That's the worst thing, you know. This is how dread Andy Ruiz is to his own people. He claims he's a Mexican, yeah. But yet, when he was saying we're going to do it on my terms, he didn't say we're going to do it on my terms, it's going to be in Mexico. He said, I'm going to do it on my terms, and it's going to be back in New York. Completely mugged you all off, and I feel sorry for you lot for following him. That just there shows the character of the man. At least when AJ was saying, oh, I'm going to do it at home, or I'm going to do it at wherever, I'm going to do it in the UK, which is where he's predominantly been. Ruiz, you sit there and try and get you man to buy his pay-per-view because he knows the Mexican Dons are loyal, but yet he wasn't campaigning to take to Mexico. He said it as an afterthought. But he didn't say Mexico, Mexico, Mexico. He didn't say, we're going to do it on my terms. It's going to be in Mexico. He said, we're going to do it on my terms. I'm going to bring it back to New York. Mugged you all off, bottom line. But anyway, I'm not going to rant on forever. I just wanted to point these points out. Your boy Ruiz has been exposed by his own trainer on a number of fronts. The way Manny Robles talks is how a true fighter is. That's how AJ is, yeah? Show me a time when AJ tried to mix around and change things up, and show me a time when AJ signed something, and then, in fact, scrap signed something. AJ's is so true and pure, yeah? He'll sign for the right to fight in the UK. He will overlook that right to fight in the UK, and actually, mercifully, fight in a neutral location. That's how pure and true. That's how much of a pure and true champion AJ is. Not only will he forgo his right, his absolute contractual right to fight in the UK, he'll forgo that. He'll mercifully forgo that. Not only that, he'll also pay Andy Ruiz more. That's a true Don there. Andy Ruiz on the other side, I'm going to be in New York. That kind of stuff. All this pussiness. Not true, he's a pussy, that's what he is. He's a true, never mind true champion, he's a true pussy. When I look at Andy Ruiz, I think it is this warm, wet, pink, you know what I mean? One of them ones there. Proper soft, fluffy looking motherfucker. That dude is. A soft, moist looking motherfucker. I just wanna kind of, when I see his face, I just wanna caress him. When I look at him, I just wanna caress his little soft face and give it a good slap. You know when you sometimes you can slap it like, give it a good slap. That's what I wanna do.